Hello, 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 everybody. Hi. So, it's Tuesday night, but we're doing St. Patty's Day special with our Nosey Gnome. Oh, yeah. So, say hello, hello, hello if you're painting with me tonight. Let me know if anyone's painting with you, painting with me tonight. Of course, we have to give props to you-know-who. Say hi to your fans, Butters. Say hi. That's right. Such a good boy. Okay, so let me show you my handy dandy table, and so you can see the supplies for tonight. So tonight is a 1-inch flat. I call him Big Boy. We have Tiny in the house. He is a small round for details. We have Mini Me in the house. He kind of acts like a crayon to fill small areas in. And of course, Mr. Nifty is here, which you could get for free for anyone who sends me support. You want to swirl your brushes in your water, tap on the side, dab on your paper towel because you want your bristles to be wet but not dripping. Of course, same colors every single party. We got black, white, blue, yellow, and red. So I'm going to stick you guys in your handy dandy holder, and we'll get this thing started. I hit the wrong button. Hello, Tina B. How you doing, sweetheart? Hello. So everybody say hello. If you're painting with me tonight, let me know if anyone's painting with you, painting with me tonight. And we're going to have a great old time. So I'm going to set you guys up here so you can see what we're doing. I can't show you both at once. I can't show you what we're working on and the painting. So if you need a reference, take a screenshot. I can always refer to it. Sheila's here. Diane's in the house. Tina B's hanging out with us. So I got Diane. I got Tina. We got Sheila in the house. Hello, everybody. Hi, fam. How's everybody doing tonight? I think I got... Yep. All right. So I am on a 16 by 20 canvas. It's 16 this way, 20 straight up and down. Hi, Wendy. How you doing, lovey? And if you're working on something smaller or something different, as long as you're in the general area of your canvas that I am in, you are going to be fine. So if you need a reference, take your screenshot now. And then we're going to get this party started. Oh, yeah. So because we got rainbow to work on. And that's commitment. If you guys have your metallic paints, you can, hello, Bonnie. If you have metallic paint, you could always do your gold and metallics if you want to. You know how we roll here. Go, Rogue, go, Rogue, go, Rogue. So, St. Patty's Day is on Thursday. I found us some nice little Irish music to jam out to. And we're going to get Nosey Gnome with his pot of gold all set up. I'm really excited. This one's super cute. Yes. So, Tina B's a watcher tonight. Oh, yeah. What's for dinner, Tina B? Seriously, Bonnie's here. Hello, Bonnie. How you doing, lovey? So, everybody take a sip. And, let me remind everybody that my videos are always kid-friendly. So if you guys can watch comments, I'm going to try to watch this thing and we'll be all set. Hi everybody, happy Tuesday. It feels so weird doing an actual painting on a Tuesday, I'm not going to lie. But we're going to have fun with this one. Hello, Carolyn. How you doing, sweetie? You doing okay, Bonnie? That's good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, love. Glad to hear it. Everyone's hanging out. We're all here. Good to go. So, take this down. Oh, it's the almighty blank canvas. It's so scary. So scary. But we're going to tackle it with our almighty brushes. Our almighty brushes. Trying to do an Irish accent. Notice I used the word trying to do an Irish accent. Hello, Deneen. How are you, sweetheart? I haven't seen you in a millennium. I hope everything's good with you and your fur babies. Hi. So welcome. Yep, I haven't seen Deneen in I don't know how long. She's done a few paint parties with me. Teriyaki chicken, asparagus, pepper, squash. Oh, that sounds delicious. That sounds so good. Okay, so we're going to swirl tap that big boy, and we got to put our background in, right? All blue. We're going to do all blue. But let's, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just put the whole background in. I was going to say we could do Nosy Gnome and block him out first, but then some of you kind of like have the brush strokes going around your object, and that's no fun. So, nice thin layers, guys, blue and white, big flat brush, big boys in the house, and make sure you're doing a nice thin layer because we have to paint on top of this, and you're gonna paint the whole thing blue. Blue, 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 and it's your sky, it's your painting. I think I just flicked paint on myself. Hello, 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 Wendy. What are we painting tonight? We're painting Nosy Gnome. St. Patrick style. Yes. There he is. There's the man of the hour. Right? So this is our series. This is our, our fourth in the series. We had Thanksgiving. We had Christmas. We had Valentine's Day. I couldn't remember Valentine's Day. We had Valentine's Day, and now we have a St. Patrick's Day one. So we have a whole collection of Nosy Gnomes. You guys enjoyed doing them for Thanksgiving. So we made it an Eve's Creations paint party thing. So every holiday, Nosy Gnome's going to be showing up. It's going to be showing up. He's going to be showing up. So, we had fun with Valentine's Day. That one was a lot of fun. Right? He had all those Valentines in the mailbox. He's very popular, you know. He's a very popular little dude. and now, tonight, he's going to have a pot of gold. So now we know why he got all those Valentines. Right? His Nosy Gnome sitting on a pot of gold. So, if you like your colors to be... No how to, Wendy. St. Patty's Day special. St. Patty's Day is Thursday. St. Patty's Day is Thursday. So we're doing a special tonight. We're doing an actual paint party tonight. Yes. So, if you got like your colors blended, just keep going over them. And also this helps to smooth it out and make it nice and thin and flat for you. So you don't have any... goopy spots, and this way it dries nice and even, and you want to have a nice thin layer. Yes, Wendy. So we're doing we're doing a full painting tonight. Oh yeah, know how to tonight. Hi, Punky. That's okay. Nice. Your nephew wants to set a trap to catch a leprechaun. I love that. I love that, Carolyn. I love the imagination of that. That's awesome. So, Carolyn, you could turn around and when he gets the leprechaun in there, make sure that, some pieces of gold are left behind. Hello, Marcia. How you doing, sweetheart? Right? So you got to make sure that he leaves some pieces of gold behind. You missed the memo. That's all right, Wendy. It's all good. That happens. I miss the memo all the time. My life is missing a memo. Sue is here. He's run out of time. He got stuck at Home Depot. Because you want to learn how to do the chain paintings and you're taking notes. Hi, Sue. Yes, those chain paintings. A lot of people are having fun experimenting with those with the liquid acrylics. So everybody's having so much fun creating those. They're pretty cool looking. I'm not going to lie. All right. Blue and white, guys. That's all I'm doing. So if you're popping on later, if you're just popping on now, we didn't do anything special. I'm doing the full background because That's the way we're going to roll tonight. That's all there is to it. That is all there is to it. So, taking notes. I like that, Sue. You could totally take notes. It's all good. It is all good. So, my mom's birthday, I used up all my blue. I finished all my blue. I'm a good girl, right? Like finishing all your vegetables. I finished all my blue. So, my mom's birthday is on St. Patty's Day. And, this is the story, okay? I'm going to tell you the family story around my mom's birthday. So, her name was supposed to be Florence, right? So, her name was supposed to be Florence, okay? And, it was supposed to be Florence Patricia. And she is called Pat. So what happened is slurping it away over here. What happened was she was born on St. Patty's Day. So my grandparents, hi everybody, my grandparents decided to flip her name around. And that's why she's Patricia Florence now. And she's kind of happy about that. She'd rather be called Pat than Flo. So that's the family story of my mom's name. So she lucked out getting Patricia because she was born on the holiday. And my full name is Eve is actually my middle name. Eve's actually my middle name. So my first name is Kristen, and the Eve comes from my well, there's two pieces to this. So the Eve, my grandmother's name was Eva, or Stella Eva was my grandmother's name. So the Eve came from my grandmother's middle name. And also, I'm going to grab more blue paint as I'm jabbering away over here. I was born July 25th, which is Christmas in July. So that's how I wound up with the first name of Kristen. So my name is Kristen Eve because I'm Christmas in July. Hello. Right? Nothing but good times over here. Okay, so once you have your blue paint on there, you're going to turn around and you're going to swirl, tap, dab, big boy. Hello, 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 Tammy. Hi, Carol. How you doing, sweetheart? Carol's in the house. Oh, yeah. Tammy's hanging out with us. That's right. So, you're going to grab some white, and you're going to grab a smidge of black. Just a smidge, just a little bit. Do a little dab to make sure it's not that dark. Okay, maybe add some more white if it's a little dark. Don't, like, mix it like crazy. Just a little dab. Your birthday is the 18th of July. You didn't realize that? Yes. But I am a Leo, Tina B. And right across the top of your canvas, about a hand down, like right in this section right there, okay? So if you put this in fours, 1, 2, 3, 4, you want to go in the third, fourth, right here. Third, fourth, all right? And I'm going to turn my brush this way. And we're just going to put gray streaks in back and forth because this is the cloud. This is the cloud that the rainbow's coming out of. Okay? So, and you can make your cloud as, right? Because it's always raining. Right? That's why it's called a rainbow. Yeah, so what are you, a Capricorn? Is it Capricorn that's before Leo? I don't know. So, you know, you guys that just got your head blown up about that rainbow thing, right? Never put that together before. So, you're just going to do some gray streaks back and forth. That's all. We're just going to do some gray streaks. And you can have as many or as little as you want. Thank you so much, Wendy. Yep, so we went out to lunch today. We had a really good time. Yes. My mom, and I'm probably wrong, but I believe she's turning 84. 84. 84. That's a really high number. And she'll run circles around me. She's insane. Yeah, it's really, really, really cool. So, anyway, so now we're going to grab, hi everybody. We're going to grab white paint. And we're going to map out our nosy gnome. Okay, so I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush. Swirl tap dab my brush. And we're going to grab, you know what? Let's change that. Let's put the pot in first. Yes, I'm very lucky that she's still here. I'm very, very, very lucky. I did lose my father already, but your Carolyn, your mom was born on St. Patrick's Day. Was named Irene Teresa, and she just liked both names. She named the sister after Patricia. You're the oldest. Me and Carolyn. I can't read the rest of your story, Carolyn. I ran out of room on my screen. But that's really cool that they share the St. Patrick's Day birthday. That's really awesome. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, sending love to my mama. So I'm going to change my mind. We're going to do the pot first, okay? So I'm going to grab just black paint. Straight up black paint. And on that, remember when I cut it? 1, 2, 3, 4. You want your pot to be in the lower section. Okay, guys? You want your pot to be on the lower section, and you want to leave a space on either side to put his arms and his hands. Okay, guys? So you're going to just very simply go shoop this way, and you're going to shoop that way. Okay? And I always make it smaller than what I want it. Right? So here's my center of my canvas, and I just did a parentheses over here and a parentheses over there. And now I'm just grabbing the black paint, and I'm going to color it in. And I always make it smaller than what I actually want it, because as I'm filling it in or as I'm fixing it, you know, maybe you want to smooth out your curve a little bit better or whatever you want to do. You're going to wind up making it bigger. The more you play with it, the bigger it gets. That's all there is to it. So now that I change that side, I got to change this side. See how that happens? See that? So always start off smaller than what you actually want it. And if you notice, I have my brush strokes as I'm filling it in be arched. Okay, so you want to keep them arched. Kind of like you're making a black pumpkin. Kind of as if you were making a black pumpkin. Your sister's December 22nd. Oh, does she get schnooked for from Christmas? All right, so I grab more black paint, and I'm going to do the rim on here now. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. You just want to put a little pop over here and a little rounded pop over there, and then just pull it through. Just pull it through. I want to make that bigger. I want to give Nosy Gnome a lot of gold, so I'm going to make that bigger like that, and I'm going to have it come out like that. Alright, so this way Nosy gets a lot of gold. And I'm not going to bother filling it in. I'm not going to bother filling it in because we're going to be putting the gold in there, and plus his nose is going to be in there. So we don't want to bother filling it in. Okay, and then if you want to grab some more black, you can go under the rim with just the black paint and add a little shadow. Now I'm just putting it, I'm lining it up with the rim right here, and then I'm just doing a pull. And again, you want to make sure you're putting the little arch in there. So if you want to do a little shadow underneath the top of the pot, okay, I'm just grabbing black paint and I'm lining it up, and then I'm just kind of doing a little pull through. That's it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Right? So I'm going to wipe off my brush because it has a lot of black in it. Yeah, she does. She gets schnooked of presents. So I'm really lucky because my birthday and your birthday too is like there's nothing going on. So I am wiping my brush off before I put it in the water. This way it'll get cleaner faster for me. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to catch up mustard here. Plus I need this to dry a little bit. So don't keep playing around. Stop playing around. Just get it on there. It's the background. And then we're going to take the white and map out Nosy. All right, guys? So let's see who we got going on here tonight. We got Tina B's in the house. Diane, Sheila, Wendy, Bonnie, Carolyn, Punky, Marcia, Sue, Carol, Tammy, and Deneen. So if I missed you, make sure you say hello, hello, hello. And cheers, everybody. I found Irish music. I couldn't find my green shirt, but I found Irish music. What are you gonna do, right? I was looking for my green shirt. I couldn't find it anywhere, but my eyes are green. So that's good. And guys, I've been posting videos on TikTok. I don't know if everybody has the TikTok app or not. You know, that's up to you. I'm sharing a little bit of it on the page, but you don't get to see the whole video unless you have the app. But like I said, you know, it's up to you if you want to download it or not, but you can find little tidbits. I call them, talk about having a tongue twister. I call them tabletop tidbits on TikTok. Try saying that 10 times fast. Can I do the Irish jig? Well, you saw Butters? Yeah, I'm doing Butters videos too, because he's more fun. And I share them too. It's cute. Can I do the Irish jig, Sue asked me. Sue, I'm going to say yes. But that's just because I think I'm doing it. Doesn't really mean I'm actually doing it. But I can kick up my feet and put my hands on my hips. Right? Do a little jig going on? Yes? No? So, I'll say yes. I'm doing an Irish jig. Don't let an Irish person see me, though. They'll probably slap their forehead. So you saw the Butters one, right, Carol? Yeah, so cute. Okay, so we want to swirl tap that big boy. Right, Wendy? Plain old coffee. That was good, Sue? Okay. I'll take it. I love to dance. Dancing is one of my all-time favorite things to do. Wendy, that's hysterical. Dancing is one of my all-time favorite things to do. And I just move it. I just move and shake a boogaloo, and no fear when it comes to dancing. I'm just hopping around and bopping and getting lost in the music. It's one of my all-time favorite things. I think it's so much fun. And you guys already know I can't sing because I sing happy birthday to some of you, and it's not that good. So I'm going to take my white paint. Okay, nice clean white paint, right? And we're going to come over here on the side of our pot, and you want to do the thickness of his arm. So halfway down the side of your pot. That is very true. It's a good way to exercise. So halfway down the side of your pot, okay, you're going to go across. And we're not going to put his hands in yet because this black is probably still wet. So we'll come back to do the hands. But halfway down the side is where you want to line up for his hands to go. And you just fill in the bottom corner of the canvas. Okay, so that's his one arm. And then on the other side, right, halfway down, or you can just go across like this. Swoop, there it is. And I use the flat of the brush to try to stay in my lines. You guys know how much I like to stay in my lines. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try really, 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 really hard. Even though I'm putting a hand on this, it doesn't really matter. Why do I always stay in my lines when it doesn't really matter? I did that like perfect. And I'm going to put his hand there, so it didn't really matter if I stayed in my lines. Oh, that figures. Okay, so just grabbing more white paint. And now you're going to come over here on the side of the pot, and you want it to go to this corner. So I'm going to start at that corner, and I'm going to pull it up towards the pot, because that is his shoulder. Alright? And you could also do that more of like rounded if you wanted to. If you want to do it rounded, you could do it rounded like that. And then over here, match up the same thing. Down to the corner of his arm. Alright guys, so that is his shoulders. And I am just going to lightly fill that in. I'm just going to lightly fill that in. Again, being careful. Trying to be careful. And now this, of course, I didn't stay in the lines because this is going to be, it's all good. It doesn't matter. Alright, so we're going to come over here and I'm going to because what's cool is with black paint, whatever I wind up kind of getting over the lines here, I can go back in with black paint and fix it. So we're not going to worry about that. Alright, I'll arch this one a little bit more. And there you have it. So that's going to be where his arms are going to go. And then with your pot, you want to do go into, you know, like the middle of the lid here, and you're just going to go upwards and bring it around, upside down U. There it is. Nosy Gnome's head. Some of you can paint Nosy Gnome without even me telling you how, right? Because you guys have painted him already a few times. But if any of you, if you could, anybody that has painted all 4 of Nosy Gnome, if you could take a picture of the 4 of them together, that would be really awesome. That would be really, really cool if you could do that. Because I'd like to see all of your Nosy Gnomes all together, the whole collection. That would be pretty cool. So if anybody would like to do that and share it to where we share the paintings on the event page, those of you that can find that spot, that'd be really, really cool. Okay, so once I have that, I'm not going to do his nose yet because, well, actually this isn't that wet anymore. So I'm going to come in right in the center of his head, right? Find the center. And you're going to pull it down. And then you're just going to put a piece on this side, shwoomp, and a piece on this side, shwoomp, and fill it in. There's his nose. There it is. Nosy Gnome. And I'm grabbing some more white paint, and then I'm just going to put in the circles. Now remember with the spinning of the brush, you're a slacker, you didn't do them all yet? That's okay. Anybody who's done them all, that's fine. If you haven't, that's fine too. Remember spinning the brush, guys? How I've been telling you guys to practice moving your brush, spinning it? Alright, so I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to spin so I can start mapping where my gold pieces are going. Right? If you don't have the spin moved down, you could always use one of the smaller brushes and just do circles with the smaller brush. So you can grab like a mini-me brush or maybe a smaller one that's a flat and do like one of these. Swoop that way and swoop this way. You can do that too. swoop this way and swoop that way. Right? So if you can't do the spin, swoop, then you'll have to figure out. You just go this way, and then you go that way, and then you just have to clean it up a little bit. So, and I'm going to put his brush strokes back in for his nose. There. Hi, April. How you doing, sweetie? Hey, you've been finding the spot lately, Tina B? Yeah, that's good. Not painting tonight, soccer mom duty. Oh, boy. The soccer moms. I hear you on that one. All right, so I'll give you a chance to catch up, Mustard, because we just did a lot of pieces of Mr. Gnome. So I'll give you a chance to get all those pieces in. So what did we do? We went halfway here, did an arm. Halfway here, did an arm. Then we arched this into the corner for his shoulders. We did an upside down U. Swoof. Have you done anything with maybe a wood? Yes, Carol. I have sunflowers in a watering can. I called it Americana. If you message me, I'll send you the link. In fact, I just shared it to the page. It's actually pretty close up to the top of my post on the page. Because of the whole Ukraine thing. I shared it because it has sunflowers. It's a watering can with sunflowers in it and a little birdhouse, and it's on an American flag like tablecloth. So if you message me, remind me, and I'll find it for you. And I can send you the link to it. Okay, so now we're going to do, we're going to take out Mini-Me. We're going to take out Mini-Me. And we're going to grab our white paint. You did that and you love it. It's hanging in your kitchen. Awesome, Diane. That's awesome. You're wanting to redo your kitchen in sunflowers. Yeah, sunflowers are a lot, like, really pretty. Yep, and I also covered how to paint sunflowers in my how-to flowers, so I did that too. So what you want to do with Mini-Me is you're going to turn around. You're going to go up the center of Nosy Gnome's face. Okay? Find the center. Oh, find our center. And you want to, with your, you know, you can put your hand here now because it's dry. And you want to come all the way up. And then you're going to bend it around. Okay, and you want to put that in because where it's bending around, this is where your little white cloud is going. Your son was born on St. Patrick's Day 50 years ago. Jeez, Betty. Is he single? Hey, you can ask, right? A girl can ask. So, you want to do that little arch around because we're going to, see this little puffy cloud that the rainbow's coming out of? That's what we're going to put in now, okay? So you want to know, you want to do this piece so you know where that cloud is going to be. Okay, so we're just going to take our white paint with our Mini-Me brush. Nope, married with a new granddaughter. Aw, shucky darn. And I'm going to go straight across. Well, that wasn't really that straight, but okay, let's try that again. Good thing it's a cloud. Alright, so straight across. And then I'm just going to put little puffs in it. Just little puffs. Just little half circles and whatnots. Right? Maybe do a little zigzag zoom on the edge. Okay, so all you're doing is making a tiny little cloud. And you want to leave space for the rainbow to hit it, so leave some room. Your china is Lenox poppies on blue. The poppies are pink, so your kitchen wall is pink. Oh, that sounds pretty, Diane. That sounds pretty. So I'm gonna leave a space to where the rainbow is gonna hit my cloud. And I'm just doing these little mini half circles, that's all. Just different sizes. Nothing, you know, it's your cloud. Make it any way you want to make it. And I'm going to come under here and I'm going to do a little zigzag zoom. I'm going to do a little zigzag zoom underneath my little circles. Right? Just to make it nice and soft. That's all. That's all. Nice and easy peasy. So, you found the lesson? Awesome. Oh, good job, Carol. Good job. I told you it wasn't that far away. Okay, so with your smaller brush now, you want to map this in white. Because, you know, you're not going to be... You could do it with Big Boy, but you might wind up making it bigger than what you want to make it. So I'm coming off of that line that we made before. And I'm just bringing it in. I'm just bringing it in. Maybe making it a little bit bigger because you guys have to fit. You have to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines of color if you're doing the rainbow hat. So if you're doing the rainbow hat, make sure this thin piece you have coming over here, you can fit 6 separate lines of color. Okay, if you're not doing the rainbow hat, if you're just doing Nosy Gnome's hat, you don't have to connect it to the cloud, number one. And number two, you don't have to worry about getting 6 lines of color in there. So you want to make sure that this part of his hat is thick enough so when we go in with our colors, you're going to be able to fit 6 lines of color in there. Okay, so, and now your whole house is paneling. You need to get out of the 70s. My house was all paneling too, Tina. I just painted it. If the paneling has like a gloss over it, you have to get like really super duper primer for it. But I just painted right over the paneling. That's all I did. I'm so excited. I like St. Patty's Day. I think it's just a fun day. Everybody's rocking the green. You know, it's always good vibes doing St. Patty's Day. Yeah, you just have to get really good, because I just painted my whole, remember when does any of you remember when my kitchen was getting redone? Hi everybody. I'm cleaning Big Boy. That's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning Big Boy to do his hat. So I'm going to nice clean Big Boy, white paint, and now I'm going to add the rest of his hat onto his head. So I'm going to come to the side of his head and I'm going to do a little squiggle outwards, bring it in, connect it to that piece that I just colored up here. So like I said, could you do this piece with Big Boy? You could. You could. But I wanted you to do it with the little brush because I didn't want you to make it that thick. And also, you know, you can gauge exactly how... I'm just cleaning my line up now. See that? I just made it nice and smooth and cleaner just by going slow, using the edge of my brush. Okay, and I want to come over to the other side of his hat now. Little piece out, bring it up and in. There's his hat. Swoop, there it is. Swoop, there it is. Yep, so I don't know if any of you were painting with me when I redid my kitchen, but I just repainted my whole kitchen. And I just made sure I had a really good primer. Like that Kills primer or whatever is pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to use the flat of my brush now, and I'm going to clean up my lines. Make them nice and smooth. And there we go. And now I'm going to grab my white paint and put in where the sun is. So right over here on this side, on the other side of the cloud. And if you didn't leave enough room or you're working on a smaller canvas, you could always put it up here if you wanted to. Wherever you want your sun, it doesn't matter. Right? Parentheses and a parentheses. Okay, so basically we're going to do this whole painting in white paint because we did the background first, and then we're going to go in and color everything in. So all of our colors pop. Okay, so we only have this one piece left to do, and then we could start doing our, and his hair. And then we can start doing our colors. So for the rays, the sun rays, I just, you want to pull your brush nice and flat and thin on your palette or whatever you're using. You know, get the paint just on the tip of the brush. See, nice and thin. And you're just going to start at the sun, and you're just going to pull. Just like that. That's all. And you just want to make sure that they're straight. So the faster you pull, the straighter it's going to be. And you're going to just, like if you were doing a flower, like hands of a clock. That's all. Hands of a clock. And you just want to make sure that they're nice and straight. So you just, the faster you go, the straighter they'll be. The faster you go, the straighter it'll be. And this one's being a little stubborn. There we go. I got it. I got it. Okay. White paint. Wipe it off on the edge. Make sure you have a thin, nice little line of white paint on your brush. And go to the center of your sun and shoot, just pull outward. That's all you're doing, like hands of a clock. Hands of a clock. And then if you're going to have a piece that's open that isn't going off the canvas or into nosy, you just pull and let it go. Okay? And then you can go back in and do a little turn your brush this way, go back in, and you can do like a little zigzag zoom. I don't have any paint on my brush. You can do a little zigzag zoom on the bottom of it. And I'm just going to smooth it all out. That's all. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, guys. And now I'm going to grab the white paint with the gray that we used before. The gray that we made for this cloud. I'm grabbing that, and I'm just going to shoop, shoop, swoop, flick his hair in. Swoop, swoop. And on the other side, swoop, 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 swoop. So stick and move, guys, because the less you play with it, the more you're going to get the separation of the hair. If you keep going over it, you're going to wind up blending the colors all together. So you don't want to do that. Stick and move. Okay? And this is that trick of not over mixing on your palette. So just grabbing the white and black so it's on your brush. And you can easily put in, shoop, let's do another one this way, and another one that way, shoop, there it is. So you can get the separation of color. So basically you just take your brush and you grab black and white, do like a couple little dabs, and then stop and paint with it. And you only do it, see me how I went real fast, and I went over some a little bit, but not a lot. And doing that the brush does all the work for you, see? So we have all this hair separation, and I didn't even have to do anything. So you guys can do that. 6,000%. You can totally do that. So ketchup, mustard a bit, because now we're just going to color them in. How awesome is that? Right? You guys can totally do this. We're just going to color him in. That's the whole rest of the night. We're going to be coloring. I love coloring. Coloring's a lot of fun. We're just going to be coloring in. So I'm going to tell you how to do the colors, get his skin color, and like I said, if you're doing a rainbow hat, you know, I'll show you how to get the colors for the rainbow. If you're not doing a rainbow, that's fine. And we got to put his little cheeks in. And that's it, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Nosy Gnome is the man. I almost said something else. Behave, Eve. Behave. All right. So, roll call. Tina B is here. I wonder where Tina M is. Tina B is here. Diane, Sheila, Wendy, Bonnie, Carolyn, Punky, Marcia, Sue, Carol, Tammy, Betty, Deneen, and April. April's doing soccer duty. Yeah, we got to put his hands in. That's right, Bonnie. We got to put his hands in. So we can do that because this is dry now. Good looks, Bonnie. I'm glad you're paying attention. I am glad that you're paying attention. I knew that. All right, where we lined it up before, just white paint. You're just going to pull outwards and do a curve. That's all you want to do. And then the same on the other side where we lined it up before, just pull outwards and do a curve. There we go. There it is. Whoop, there it is. There it is. So, what's coming up, right? Hey, Eve, what's coming up? What are we going to be working on? So, this Friday, I know you guys are so excited. This Friday is going to be the Windmill with the Tulips. So, and this one is a whole different type of style of painting. So you guys are gonna, I sort of went over it when we did last Tuesday. So this is very painterly how you're gonna do this. There's no like really specific, completely thin or straight lines. It's very painterly, very easy, flowing of paint, lots of texture, creating texture. So we're gonna be discovering a whole new way of painting, and some of you might really like that style of painting. So that is Friday. And then the Friday after that, we're going to say goodbye to our winter friends. So we're going to say goodnight, winter, and do our winter friends painting. I actually had the air conditioning on today. Loose style. Yes, Sue, you got it. Very loose. Very, very loose. Good way to explain that. I like that. That's a good term. So we're going to do a very loose style. And then the following Friday is Goodnight Winter Friends. But you guys can do anything with that. If you want to just do the coffee cup or you just want to do the friends, whatever you guys want to do. Go rogue. You know how I am. I actually had it was 70 degrees in New Jersey today. Diane, I don't love that style, but I like the Windmill. That's okay. You can paint it any way you like. If you want it to be more straight or detailed or more specific, you can paint it that way too. It's just a matter of using a different brush. Then we got Tub Time Friends. Oh, I can't wait to do this painting. I'm in love. I'm in love with this painting. I think they're so cute. So we got our tub time friends. And then after that is the mermaids. So after that is the mermaids. And I don't know what's going to be after that. And then, I have no idea what's going to be after that. I'll have to figure it out. Okay, guys. So, we're going to swirl tap that big boy. Make sure he's nice. And it was 61 degrees in Hudson Valley. Yeah, it was a warm one today. So, I'm swirl tap dabbing big boy. I'm making sure he's nice and clean. I'm going to turn around. And now we're going to, make sure you have nice, clean colors to work with. And the first thing we're going to do, I have to grab more white paint. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And we're going to do the peach. So, peach is white, red, and yellow. Okay? Yellow. Yellow. And make some extra because it's very hard to match up. So, make yourself some extra. So, yellow and red and white. Notice I grab from the sides. Okay, you want to grab from the sides so you don't wind up kerplunking right in the middle. And then you wasted that whole pile of paint. Do your moon painting. You want to do the moon painting? So Tina B took a picture the other night, and it was the moon through some trees and with misty clouds. It was a really cool picture. So you'll get peach. If it's a little too pink, add more yellow. If it's a little too yellow, add more red. If it's a little too dark, add more white. And we're just going to fill him in. Right? So don't forget the line of your hat is right here. So put in your squiggles for the line of your hat. And then you're just going to fill him in with the peach. Okay? Just add colors to it. Okay, so now those of you that want this to really pop, obviously doing a color in acrylic, you might want to do 2 coats. But that's completely up to you. If you want it to really pop, you're going to need 2 coats. But I'm not going to have you sit through me doing 2 coats of paint. So I was thinking about doing your NASCAR painting, Tina B. Would you guys like to see like a racing arena or something? And I'm going really careful on the side here, using the edge of that brush to give myself a nice line. So you guys want to do like it's going to be kind of like the New Year's Eve painting, where we had the crowd, but it's going to be in a stadium. Yeah, I don't like black and white only. I could do you guys want to see a black and white painting? I'll do it for you. I'm not a fan, but I could do it. We can do black and white. It's okay. If you guys want to, or maybe one of those black and whites with one color pop. I've done those. I have a couple of those. So if you're doing this and you could still see through, if you add white to your color, if you add white, it will turn around and cover up. So if you're putting your peach on and you can still see through your peach, you're either going to have to do an extra layer, or you can add the white to it, and that'll make it not see-through. So it's really up to you, however you want to do that. So I added a little white to his nose, so now I'm just blending it through the rest of his face. You do my way? Oh, you do your way. Hey, these parties are for you guys. I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. I don't mind. And it keeps me on my toes. So, it's all good. So, if you need this, if you need your peach, if it's not covering all the way, like mine's not, I'm just adding some extra white to it. See that? So, if you're having trouble and your peach isn't covering the black or something, just add some more white to it. Or you can do a second coat. It's up to you. So, we're going to do his hands. Right? So, curl it around. Because Bonnie reminded us of his hands. And pull this around. So, if there's anything you want to learn, or you want to see, or you want to have as a painting, I mean, most of my paintings are your suggestions, guys. So, somebody suggested something for Easter, which 6,000% I'm going to do. So, it's all for you. Okay, so once I have this in, I'm going to wipe my brush off. I'm not going to clean it. I'm just going to wipe it off. And I'm going to grab a smidge of red. A smidge, microscopic amount. Just a smidge. Because I'm going to come in here while my peach is still wet. I want to go and follow the side of his nose and put his rosy cheek in. Okay, I need a little more paint. So you're just going to follow up the side of his nose and then do a curl around. And you'll get his rosy cheek. Alright, and then the same on this side. Notice I'm pulling my brush up and I'm curling it. See, and now I'm going to curl it around like this. And I need to grab a little more paint. Just a smidge. And I'm going to pull up and I'm going to curl. Even as I'm filling it in, I'm going to do the same motion. Okay? I'm going to do the same motion. Because some of you guys have to learn to have your brush strokes follow a certain way. Okay. So, now we have to start on his hat. So, I'm going to swirl, tap, dab my brush. And to get, let me show you the original. Because doing a rainbow is actually, it's a lot of, you got to be really committed. Or, you know, be committed. Because it's going to take you a minute. So, but doing a rainbow, to get the colors this bright, right, we do the white mapping. And then for these colors, you actually do white and the color. And then you have to go back and put the actual color on top of that. So that's what we're going to do. And then this doesn't matter. This you can just do. The blue, you might have to do a little white with it. So if you want to do like a pastel rainbow, you can. But this is actually at least 3 coats. White in the color, then the color. This, see how bright these are? I think I did like 4 or 5 coats. That's how many coats I did. So if you're wondering, why aren't my colors so bright? That's why. Acrylic, to get it really, really bright, unless you have really expensive paint, you have to do some coats. Or, you know, and those of you with your craft paint, this is a perfect project for your craft paint. Because there's no blending involved. It's very exactly. So, that being said, I'm gonna grab Mini-Me. I'm gonna grab Mini-Me, and we're gonna start in the thin part. And then when we get to here, we can grab Big Boy. So I'm gonna grab my clean white and my yellow. So we're going to do the yellow first, okay, and then we're going to move it down the line. So, and the yellow, will get chewed up and disappear quickly on you. So we're going to make the yellow stripe actually bigger than what you want it to be. So the yellow one, you got to think it's going to be red, orange, and then yellow. Okay, so you want to put your yellow stripe in. Okay, and then you follow that curve. You're following that curve. Right, grab more paint. Bring it around. Okay, now we're getting into the bigger part. So if you want to grab your bigger brush, you can. And this stripe, you can make it bigger than what you actually want it to be because the colors around it are just going to swallow it up. So this is a good color to start off with to get yourself used to putting a color stripe in, following the shape of his hat. Because if you go too thick on this one, that's fine. Okay, so it's kind of like training your hand, training your brain of what you want to do without having any issues. So now I'm going to grab Big Boy and I'm just going to finish it through the rest of his hat. So I'm grabbing my yellow with my white. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to follow along this line. And I'm going to just bring it down right into the rest of his hat. Okay, and just bringing it down, and I'm following the curve of his hat, if you notice, okay? We're following the curve. Follow the curve, yes! Okay, and if you notice with my edge, I put my brush there, and then I just did a press. I just pressed upwards, okay, to stay in that edge. Alright, so the next thing is going to be the orange. But I'm going to grab my peach because that would be red, yellow, and white, right? Red, yellow, and white. So I'm just going to grab my peach paint. And that's going to be over here. And follow any curve that you made. See this curve right here? So I'm following the curve. And then I'm bringing it up. And now I'm following this curve. So whatever shape you made your hat, you want to follow that shape. Okay, you want these lines to follow that shape. And now I'm going to bring it through. And if you need to switch to the little brush to get a thin line, then switch to the little brush. If you could just pull it through, then pull it through. It's really personal preference what you need to do. Okay, or what you're comfortable doing. So if you need to use the smaller brush, 6,000%, use the smaller brush. It's all good. Now, I'm going to wipe my brush off. I'm going to give it a little swirl, tap, dab. And now I'm going to grab the white and red. So, you guys get the gist, right? So I'm doing the colors with white first. So now I have to do the white and the red. Okay, so I'm going to follow my line in my hat. And if you want to leave it a pastel rainbow, you can leave it a pastel rainbow. Go rogue, guys. This is your gnome. This is your St. Patty's. If you want to put them all in green, you could put them all in green. You know, you could just finish off his hat into a little point or something. Maybe put a little clover on the end of it. You know, you don't have to do the rainbow coming out of the sky. It's your gnome, so you have fun with it. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. So, and I'm going to I just grabbed more paint. I'm going to bring this through, turn my brush, pull it in. Pull it in. Shoop, just like that. Okay. I got a glob. Alright. So, swirl, tap, dab my brush, and now I'm going to do the blues and the greens and the purples. So the next one is green. So I'm going to grab blue. I'm going to grab yellow from the side so I don't waste all my yellow paint. And I'm going to grab a smidge of white. Okay, and that should give you a really pretty Kelly green color. See? A lot of blue, a lot of yellow, a little bit of white. Same amounts yellow as blue. Same amount, same scoop. Okay, bring it on in here. Line my edge up. Pull it up. Right, make sure I don't swallow all my yellow. I'm going to turn my brush to an angle now. Pull it up a little further. And then I'm going to churn my brush like this. And swoop it in. And like I said, if you get to this point and you have to switch to the smaller brush, then switch to the smaller brush. It's really whatever you can do. 6,000%. 6,000%. Do what you gotta do. Swirl tap dab my brush. So you guys are getting the gist here. I bet you some of you are already going rogue, doing your own thing, which I love it. I like it a lot. Now we're into blue. So I'm going to grab some white and I'm going to grab some blue. And we're going to do our blue stripe. Okay, line my edge up, pull it up, start to churn it at an angle to get it thinner. Churn it all the way, so now I'm doing it with this part of the brush, like this. Bring it around, pull it in. Okay, bring it around, pull it in, and then turn the brush to put it the other way. Okay, so now I need purple. So I'm going to grab some red paint with the blue and the white. Get some purple going on here. And the purple goes on the end. Get a nice little curl going on. Put that purple in. Bend it around, pull it through. Because now, to get the indigo, I'm going to add more blue to this purple. That's it. I'm going to add more blue, and I'm going to add more red. And I'm just going to make, because indigo is, it's purple and blue mixed together. So it's just a really, really, really dark purple. So I'm grabbing the purple I made before, do this stripe. And I'm adding a lot more blue and a little bit more red to it to get it nice and dark. And come in here, line my edge up, pull it through, follow my curves, turn my brush, shoop, bring it in. Okay? So, now I'm going to wipe off my brush. So as you guys are playing with your rainbow, I'm going to wipe off my brush. It has a lot of color in it. And I'll put it in my jar. Woo! So rainbows, you know, they take a minute. I mean, it's totally worth it when you're done with the final product. But, you know, if you really, you know, it's up to you. It's completely up to you. So I gotta grab my soda, and we're gonna color in, we're gonna get the coins nice and shaped. We're gonna get the coins nice and shaped with the white paint again. And then we're gonna put the white paint for his little forehead hair. Cheers, everybody. I know you guys are all zoning out. Nobody's talking to me anymore. I love it. I like it a lot. Yes. So let's grab Mini Me and clean white paint. And you come in here, and where this was, this is dry now. So I want to come in here, and I'm going to fix the tops of my coins. So I'm just going to follow through the shapes that I made before and fill all this in, but I'm going to use the smaller brush because I got to go around the nose and everything else. So we're just going to put in the outline of coins being in here. That's going to cover up any of that unfinished cheek area. Okay, and scoop around, and as you're doing this, you want to think to yourself, okay, so I'm going to have a coin up front. I'm going to have a coin up front. Close up, close up. Alright, I'm going to have a coin up front. Eve's just having too much fun tonight. I'm just having too much fun. Okay, so we're going to bring this around, clean up that edge there. All right, so now you want to start thinking in your head as you're putting the white on here, this coin is going to be in front of these coins back there. Okay, so that's what you want to start doing as you're finishing off these coin shapes. And I hope the rainbow is a lot of work. So much work. That's okay. So, now, I really hope that somebody goes rogue and does the gold in metallic pink. I really hope that somebody does that. So, I'm not going to do that because I keep the supply list very simple for everybody. But I really hope somebody does it. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to finish this curve around. Right? Put that in. Right? Finish this coin. Clean it up a little bit. Whatever I need to do. Okay. And then I'm going to clean up the other coin. And like I said, I'm trying to, I keep walking away because I keep trying to get Irish music without any words, because that can get a little confusing if I'm trying to talk and there's words in the background, music. Oh, that didn't work either. I'm going to keep hitting this button. Alright, sorry about that. I didn't want to turn around and have talking when you guys are trying to listen to instructions. Oh, didn't work. Okay. Let's try this again. I thought the playlist was all instrumental, but I guess not. I could have sworn I put an instrumental playlist together. I could have sworn I did. But I didn't. So, as you're doing these, like I said, you just want to fill them in. So, you know, in your head, you're like, oh, this one's on top of that one. And that one's on top of this one. You know, just start thinking along those lines, because then when we color them in, you're going to be able to do the ones darker in the back and the ones lighter up front. So, next thing I want to do is his hair coming out the top of his hat. So I'm going to grab my black, and I'm going to grab do a little dab, and I'm going to grab my white and do a little dab. And we're not going to over mix it. We're going to keep it nice and separated. And I'm going to turn around and just pull squigglies. And when you pull the squigglies, make sure you're leaving room for his two eyes. Okay? Right above his cheeks. So you want to make sure you're leaving room for that. So I'm just taking Mini-Me. And we're just doing these squigglies. And when you don't overmix your paint, you'll get all that separation of color without even trying. I promise you, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. If you look at my paint pile, see? You can still see the different colors in it, the black and the white. So that's what's going to be on my brush. See? And not having it all over mixed, when you go and put your little squiggles in, it's going to separate and give you all this little pieces that are different colors going throughout the piece. I think it's one of the coolest little tricks ever. So the brush is literally doing all the work for you. It stems along the one stroke concept. I don't know if any of you ever played with one stroke, but basically that's exactly what it is. You just load your brush up with the colors in different parts of your brush, and then when you do the one stroke, you'll get all those colors coming through. So that's what the deal is with the one stroke. Okay, so now we're going to go back to Big Boy. You guys have green. We're going to color in his outfit. We're going to color in his outfit. We're going to color in the sun. And then we're going to do the details on his face. I'll show you how to do the gold to get the darker and lighter gold pieces. And then the last coat on the rainbow, guys. We're cruising. Let me do some roll call here. Let's shake it out a little bit. Whoo! Right? Because that was just a little too much having to concentrate with that rainbow. So, Tina B is here, my love, and Diane, and Sheila, Wendy, Bonnie, Carolyn. Punky's in the house. I hope so. I don't know if you got your internet to work. We got Marsha and Sue and Carol, Tammy, Betty, Deneen, and April. Yes. So, now I'm going to take Big Boy, swirl tap, dab him. Make sure you have some nice clean yellow paint. Clean yellow paint. You're here, Punky? Okay. Good. So, considering you were ready an hour early. Anybody else all messed up with the time change? I'm feeling it a little bit. All right, clean yellow paint. And we're gonna, I'm gonna fill in my sun. I'm gonna fill in my sun. So, just coloring it in for now. Just taking that clean yellow, and then I'm just being careful and pulling it through my rays. See how I'm pulling my brush nice and flat? Nice and flat. Turn it a little bit to fill in any spaces you might have missed. So I'm glad you got your internet working. And same thing here, pulling it nice and flat. Pull this nice and flat. Shoof. Just like that. If you need to turn your brush, maybe do these little edges. Then over here, right? So we're just going to pull these all nice and flat. Put this nice, bright, sunny color. Pull it through. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. Shoop. Straight up that way. Pulling it through. Straight up this way. Shoop. And this way. And that way. And now for the inner circle, I grabbed a microscopic amount of red. Microscopic. And we're going to do the same thing for the gold that's in the back. So you want to grab a microscopic amount of red. I just got it on my arm. and a whole lot of yellow. A whole lot of yellow and a microscopic amount of red. And it's going to give you like a rose tone yellow. Or a really, 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 really light orange. So, whole lot of yellow. A little bit of red. See it on the edge there? See? Right there? Hi, Tina M! There she is. I was wondering where you were. And with that color, I want to come in here and do the center of my sun. There's Tina M. And I'm going to come in here and fill in the gold pieces that are up top. And fill in the gold pieces that are up top with that whole lot of yellow, little bit of red. And you get this really cool golden color. You just got to make sure you do a little bit of red. And now I'm going to wipe my brush off. Give it a little swirl, tap, dab. Your time is not your own. It's tax season. And then grab just yellow. Going to grab just yellow. And I'm going to come in here and do the pieces that are in the front. And you just do a little dab to get what, if you got any of the orange color, just do a little dab to spread that out so you don't have a harsh line. See how I'm kind of dabbing my brush? So if you wound up with any of the orange color in your gold coins that are towards the front, you just do a little dab with your brush, right? Notice I'm doing this while everything's still wet. And that is going to get rid of the orange color being in the coin in the front. And if you go out of your lines, that's what spit's for. Now we got to make green, right? We made our green before. So the green that's on his shoulders is a little darker than the green that's on his arms. So I have my green here. I need to make more, so I'm going to grab my yellow. I'm going to scoop out the rest of my yellow. And I'm going to grab my blue. And I'm going to grab a little bit of white. Well, that was a lot of bit of white, but that's okay. And mix that all together. Right? Notice how that gets more turquoise. So if you add a lot of white to it, you wind up getting a turquoise color. So I got to grab some more yellow. And I got to grab some more blue. Tina M, I'm glad you made it, lovey. I'm glad you made it. So this way I get more of a Kelly green color because all that extra white. And you want it a dark green. Dark. So extra blue. Extra blue in there. Okay, make sure it's a darker color green. Okay, and we're going to color in his shoulders. So now, if you want to get exact, these little pieces in here, you want to grab a small brush and fill those in to where you get all those tiny little pieces lined up right. So if you need to grab your smaller brush to do that, that's fine. I am just going out of the lines because I can cover that up with black. That's one good thing about it being black is we can go back in and clean everything up if you wound up going over your lines with anything. So I'm not going to stress it. I'm not going to grab the smaller brush because anything I wind up going out of the lines with, I'm just going to grab the black and put it back in. So, fill this in. And we're going to do his arms. So his arms, you want a lighter green. So it's up to you. You can either grab yellow with the green that you made. That's what I'm going to do. Or you can add white to it. But you want his arms to be a shade lighter than his shoulders. And just pull. So I'm grabbing yellow with the green to make it lighter. But, you know, if you want to grab white, you can grab white. And I'm just pulling. Because you want that a shade lighter than his shoulders. And the same on this side. And this way, you see it. You can see that this is different. It's in front of that part. It's in front of that part. Okay, there we go. So, anybody have really good plans for St. Patty's Day? Anybody making some corned beef and cabbage and all of that good stuff? So, tell me what you guys are going to be up to. And since I have the green on my brush, I'm going to go back to my green stripe over here and put the second coat on here. Since it's on my brush, I might as well put the second coat of the green on here. See, and just doing that second coat, see how much richer and deeper this looks? So now we have to do the details in his face, and we gotta finish our layer of our rainbow, and we're gonna be all set, guys. How amazing is that? And don't forget, you got 2 little gold cufflinks on his sleeves. So once this dries, you can put little white circles. So let's do the last layers in the rainbow. Let's do the last layers in the rainbow. So I'm gonna scroll tap that big boy. And I'm gonna start with the yellow. Nice clean yellow. Alright, not getting clean yellow because my palette's too messy. Let me try that again. Nothing doing here. Gotta work the next day. You might do some cabbage, but no corned beef. Oh, yeah? Not, corned beef, like, I used to make mine. Let me try grabbing clean yellow again. Let me just grab clean yellow paint. How about that, Eve? How about we just grab clean yellow paint? Tina M, St. Patty's Day is your granddaughter's. We were just talking about that, Tina M, about all the birthdays on St. Patty's. And you painted the dream catcher for her. Not a fan of the corned beef? I used to put it in the crock pot with a ton of butter with the cabbage. Alright, now I've got clean yellow because I went and grabbed some. Because that's all a mess, see? I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do my yellow. And I don't have to be that careful because if it goes in the other areas, we're fine. So we're going to have the pop of the yellow. Now I'm going to grab red and yellow together. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm going to do a little dab because I want to make sure I'm getting an orange that is not that dark. Because I want to make sure that you can see the difference with the red. Bupkis. What's bupkis? I've heard that before, Diane. What's bupkis? So now, where the peaches, I've heard that saying before. I don't know what it pertains to, though. So where we have the peach, we're going to put in the orange on top of that. And now, I'm going to wipe my brush off. I'm going to clean it. You're not doing bupkis. I know what you mean now, Diane. Nothing. I got it. Took a minute. You're not doing anything. Same as nada. Yep. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen that term. That's awesome, Diane. That's awesome. So I'm going to clean my brush off. So this is what I said about a rainbow is actually, you know, you have to commit. If you're going to do a rainbow, it's a big commitment. Hi, Katie. How you doing, sweetheart? So Tina M, we were just talking about birthdays before because my mom's birthday's on St. Patty's Day, and we have a son out there celebrating St. Patty's Day birthday, and we had some other birthdays. I can't remember who said what anymore. Hi, Katie. How you doing, sweetie? It's Yiddish for nothing. Okay, there we go. Yep. So, all right. I got it. I got it now. Diane's birthday's the 24th. We're going to see, I'm going to see you before the 24th, though. You're going to get me singing to you, Diane? Oh, so when we do Winter Friends, guys, when we do the Winter Friends party, we have to sing to Diane. It was a very popular day, Tina M. Absolutely. So now I'm grabbing just red. And I'm going to turn my brush to the side to be careful. And then when you put the just red over the pink, that's when you're going to get your pop of color. You see that? So I'm grabbing just red. My mom actually bought cabbage, but she's not making corned beef and cabbage. She's going to make galumki. And, you know, that's Polish. That's Polish for stuffed cabbage. This is so educational. Very educational. So I'm pulling this through with just the red paint on here now, and you can see how it pops. It pops really cool. So that's what I'm saying with the different colors. And then with the red on my brush, I'm just going to grab that blue and that white. Actually, I'm going to do the darker first. So I'm doing the indigo, which is the dark, just the blue and the red, making an extremely dark purple. And that was this stripe. Pulling it around. Bringing it down. Oh, yeah. So like I said, guys, if you, you know, when I did the other painting, I did the smaller brush to get this separation really separated. Now I'm just going to grab some white. I'm just going to grab some white and do the lighter purple. But when you add extra coats, swoop it around. When you add extra coats, that's when your colors pop. That's how you get it done. Now, craft paint, actually, you might need less coats. But craft paint don't blend. So there's advantages to it, but then there's disadvantages too. So, and I'm not really sure. So craft paint, you get more of a, it's like flat. See how there's like a little shine, a sheen to this? With craft paint, it's very flat. So now I'm going to grab the white and the blue. Whole lot of blue. Oh, actually, yeah. Whole lot of blue. A smidge, microscopic amount of white. And come in here and do my blue stripe now. Pull it up. Spin my brush. Bring it around town. And boom, into my cloud. So, you guys, you know, when you're painting, practice spinning this brush. Okay? I don't know. I say it all the time, but honestly, if you can practice, like, see how I did that arch? I held my brush completely straight onto the canvas. I'm holding it close, and I pull up. I'm pulling up. And then I'm just moving my thumb to pivot the brush. All the way around, see? And then move my thumb again to turn it again. So if you guys can practice the spin, you'll be able to do a lot of things like really smooth. You'll be able to do a lot of things with the spin of the brush. So I'm grabbing Mini Me and white paint, putting his 2 little cufflinks in, parenthesis and a parenthesis, a little scribble circle going on here. A church in your town is selling fish dinners on St. Patrick's Day, so that would be better on a Good Friday. Maybe corned beef is more. Corned beef is very expensive, actually. It is very expensive. All right, another piece for a cufflink. There we go. Right, parenthesis, parenthesis, a little scribble circle. Put another white piece over here for his cufflinks. Yeah, corned beef is very expensive. Put that in here. So you can color them gold when you're ready to. And we have to do his eyeballs. You definitely need more practice on the small lines. Yes, you guys will get there. All meat is expensive right now. Maybe you'll cook tilapia in the air fryer. Ooh, that sounds delicious, Diane. Are the air fryers really good? Because I don't have one, but I know a lot of people who use it. Does the stuff really come out crispy? Like, does it come out crispy like fried food? I never really trusted it. Like, I don't understand how it does, Bonnie, because I don't understand how it comes out being crunchy. You paid $1 for an avocado. I know, Diane, right? I'm telling you, the shopping cart has less and less food in it. Okay, so, speaking of money, always free to watch. Tips are appreciated, and it's PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. I have the stars are enabled, so you should be able to hit that. I think, supposedly, I don't know. Facebook's doing weird stuff today. It really is. It's not showing me the comments. It's doing a lot of weird stuff. You don't know how you survived with that, so maybe I should get an air fryer. I got a rice maker, but I didn't use it very often, and I hate to get these kitchen appliances and not use them. Hi, everybody. So, tips are appreciated. And anybody who sends me a tip gets Mr. Nifty's for free. Crips. I'm talking really good. Crisps. Crips. I said crips again. Chicken wings, oh my God. Crisps up outside and leaves the center juicy. Really? See, I don't understand how it works like that. Just with air, huh? I think I'm going to have to take anybody know a good one? Is there a good brand out there versus a bad one? Tina M says, I love mine for things like french fries, the chicken strips, reheat things that you don't want to get. Oh, so you can put stuff in there to reheat it too. Like you have a small indoor grill that also air fries too. I might have to get this air fryer thingy. I'm thinking, you guys are talking me into it, but do you guys know a good brand? All right, black paint, tiny brush, eyeball, right, parenthesis and a parenthesis. Move your hand over, eyeball, parenthesis and a parenthesis. I'm going to take out Mini-Me to color those in, right? You guys don't want to be coloring in with your small round brushes. Get a Mini-Me brush. Get a flat. See how it's flat? That's what you color in with. don't color in. I know it's very tempting because you have the brush right there, and I'm guilty of it too, but you're going to kill the point a lot faster. They don't last very long as it is. If, you know, you have to be very careful with them, which, you know, isn't always the easiest thing to do. And if you're going to be coloring something in with them, you're going to wind up messing them up. Yours is a Ninja. Rewarm restaurant French fries, and it's amazing. Really, Sheila? Hi, Sheila. How you doing, sweetheart? Sheila's popping on. Wow, really? So, yeah, because I usually, I do the toaster oven. Is it kind of like a toaster oven? I do the toaster oven a lot. So this would replace having a toaster oven, pretty much. It just doesn't make toast. Swirl tap dab my brush. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to grab that orangey gold that I made before. I'm going to color in his cufflinks with the orangey gold color. You're good here, keeping up. No, you need a toaster oven for toast. Convection oven. Oh, okay. You have a round one. Next one will be more of a toaster oven shape. So, oh, you're all good? Sheila's been painting. You're doing gold coins and cufflinks. Okay, great. Yep, because we only have one thing left. I just got to put the dots in his eyes, and we're going to be all set. And then, you know, you can clean up where you need to clean up. So, nope, never used a New Wave. Nope. So, I'm going to grab my black paint. And now I can go in and clean up any of these edges and add a little more dark in the corners of my black. So see how I went all nutty over here? The difference is the high velocity airflow. Oh, that's like really technical stuff. So I'm going to come in here and I could fix my edges. Do a little zigzag zoom to add more of a shadow to this. Right, and just, again, just following that bend and fixing my edges at the same time. Up here, gotta fix my edges. Right around my coins. So, that's one cool thing, like when something is next to black paint, you go in and you can fix your edges with it being easy peasy. Now, I used a very small amount of paint and I am just pushing it around. That's all I'm doing. I am just pushing it around. Your daughter gave you, my daughter gave me her old one, and you're making green beans, zucchini, and I'm addicted to, ooh, that sounds good. I worked at Bed Bath & Beyond, learned a bunch about those kind of things. And you could cook from stuff being all right, you guys are totally talking me into this air fryer thing. So, New Wave or Ninja? New Wave or Ninja is the consensus I've got here. Right? They should pay me for promoting this stuff. Alright, New Wave and Ninja, if you're out there and you see my video, Eve needs an air fryer. My mom has the Ninja, kind of like the Magic Bullet, but she has the Ninja brand. The blender, the drink blender. She loves it. Alright, Mr. Nifty in the house. Oh, you can't find them anymore. Okay, so Ninja and white paint. We're going to come up in here and we're going to do a dot, dot, dot. And then we're going to do our curl around on the bottom. Just following the same curve as the eyeball with our tiny little brush, our Mr. Nifty. And there you guys go, man. There is Mr. Nosy Gnome with his rainbow hat. Yay! There's all kinds and all brands. Ninja Foodie. Okay, just look online. That's the one you have, Ninja Foodie. Yeah, I'm going to have to investigate this. I'll have to update you guys on Friday. I have to give you the update on Friday. So, we are all set with Nosy Gnome. We're good to go. And I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Emerald Lagasse has something too. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some research. I'm going to have to do some research on that one. So, I hope you guys had a fun time tonight. I hope everybody has a safe and happy Bump Kiss St. Patty's Day. And you are so welcome, Bonnie. Thank you. And we're all set, guys. I showed you everything I need to show you. I hope you have fun with this one. When you go to paint it, again, the spot is on the event page to post your finished paintings. I'm actually sharing them on the other social media. I'm sharing your work with TikTok and Instagram, so you guys are famous. You didn't do a gnome, you made a pot of gold because you need the money. I hear you, Sue. You don't have to do the pot of gold. You don't have to do the gnome. Good night, Diane. Always a pleasure, love. Yeah, that's cool. I can't wait to see it, Sue. Yep, post it on the event page. I made a spot for it. So, this was a really fun Tuesday. Thanks, guys. You're so welcome, Carolyn, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. 6,000%. Go out and have your, You're welcome, Sheila. I can't wait to see it. Have a great night, love. Good night, Tina. I hope so, too. Thank you so much, Sue, for the stars. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Yes, Tina, I hope you're on time for Friday, too. That's right, Tina B. Happy birthday to everybody. Everybody out there celebrating a birthday. Good night. All right, so thank you all for joining me tonight. And y'all warm my heart. Have fun and go create, okay? Good night, everybody.